Hello, grade 9. Welcome to this lesson. This is Miss Brianna, your English teacher from Knowledge Private School. And this is lesson 17. Today we are looking at pages 34 to 35 in your student book. So open to page 34. First, let's read this conversation. Follow along while I read. Mike: who's the guy who is singing? Vanessa: Donna from Kurdistan. Mike: he's really professional. Vanessa: yes, it'll sound good on the recording. I'm recording all the bands. Mike: oh, on cassette or something? Vanessa: no, on CD. I've got a brilliant new machine which makes CDs. Mike: why CDs? Vanessa: because if you send a cassette to a record company, they throw it away. If you send a CD, they listen to it. And if they like the music, they buy it. Do you want to see the CD recorder? Mike: have I got a choice? Vanessa: no, here it is. The blue button is the one that controls the recording level. When you turn it, the sound gets louder. Mike: what's this red button on the left? Vanessa: when you press it, the recording starts. And you press the yellow button to open and close the CD drawer. Mike: can you make lots of copies? Vanessa: no, just one. Mike: so this is the only copy of Donna's song? Vanessa: that's right, the only one in the world. Mike: and who do you send the CD to? Vanessa: to the A&R people in the record company. Mike: the A&R people? Who are they? Vanessa: they're the ones who choose the bands. A&R stands for Artists and Repertoire. I'll send Donald's CD in the morning. So here we see a conversation between Mike and Vanessa. Now, Vanessa is recording. She is putting Donald's song into a CD. He says a cassette or something. A cassette was what we had before CDs. It was like a small box type. But then we had CDs, and now we just have phones. We don't even need CDs. She says, I've got a brilliant new machine. Brilliant means very smart. And this is a machine here. This machine is going to record Donna and put his song on the CD. Vanessa says, if you send a cassette to a record company, they throw it away. If you send a CD, they listen to it. So here we see an example of using this word if, which in Kurdish is heker, eger. So if, ... comma, then this. So if you send a cassette, they throw it away. If you send a CD, they listen to it. And here we see, if they like the music, they buy it. A record company is a company that puts your music on the radio and in stores and makes it available for people. Here Vanessa is talking about the machine. She says the blue button is the one that controls the recording level. So if the sound is loud or quiet. The red button makes the recording start. The yellow button opens and closes the CD drawer, the place for the CD. Now she can only make one copy. So after Donna sings, she has one copy, one CD. And where are they sending it? They're sending it to the A&R people in the record company. A&R stands for Artists and Repertoire. Repertoire is like music or art. When will she send it? It says here in the morning. Now let's complete these sentences. Number 1, a CD recorder is a machine. So what is a CD recorder? Here we see a CD recorder is a machine which makes CDs. So you can write this here, which makes CDs. Number 2, if you send a CD to a record company. What does it say here? If you send a CD, they listen to it. Number 3, the record company buy the music. They buy it. Why? If they like it. If they like it. Number 4, when you turn the blue button, what happens? The sound gets louder. You can write the sound gets louder. The sound gets louder. Number 5, the recording starts when you do what? When you press the red button. When you press the red button. And number 6, the CD drawer opens and closes when you do what? When you press the yellow button. Let's look at the next page. Here, we will match the words with their definitions. We have 6 words here. The demo, the recording studio, the engineer, the producer, the A&R people, and the band. And here we have definitions. A place that has professional recording equipment. B, the ones who choose the band. C, the people that are going to play. D, someone who looks after the sound equipment. E, the cassette or CD which is sent to the record company. F, the person who is in charge of the recording. So take a moment, pause the video, and see if you can match each of these words with the following definitions. Okay, did you find a match for all of them? Number 1, the demo. What is the demo? Remember in our story, they talk about a CD or cassette. We call that a demo. So the answer to number 1 is E. The demo is the cassette or CD which is sent to the record company. Number 2, the recording studio. Is this a person or a place? Of course, it's a place. So what do you think the answer is? The answer is A. The recording studio is a place that has professional recording equipment. 3, the engineer. Is the engineer a person or a place? It is a person, and we can see it's one person. So any ideas what the answer is? The engineer is D, someone who looks after the sound equipment. 4, the producer. The producer is a person, and it's one person, so it's not going to be ones or people, it'll be F. The person who is in charge of the recording is the producer. 5, the A&R people. B or C? Are they the ones who choose the band or the people that are going to play in the band? Of course, they're the ones who choose the band, B. And number 6, the band, of course, is C, the people who are going to play the music. We use who or that for people and which or that for things. We could say the demo is the cassette or CD which is sent to the record company. And we could say the engineer is someone who looks after the sound equipment. So remember, we use who for people, which for things, and we can use that for either. Listen while I read this fact file. A big mistake. The Beatles, probably the most famous rock band of the 20th century, made a demo for the recording company Decca on 1st January 1962. Decca said that it was not good enough and that guitar bands were going out of fashion. So if you know about this the Beatles, they were an old band in like the 1900s. And they sent a demo to a recording company who said, no, you're not good. But later, the Beatles became so famous. Here we see a little grammar file, again, when we use if and when. For example, we use if in a sentence like, if you send a CD, they listen to it. You can write this here. If you send a cassette, they throw it away. When you turn it, the sound gets louder. When you press the red button, the recording starts. So we use if here, referring to peker or eker. So if you do this, then we use the present simple. They listen to it. They throw it. The sound gets. The recording starts. For example, I could say, if you come to class, you will be a good student. If you do your exam, you will get a grade. So we use this if here to refer to something in the future that has not happened but could happen. Part 5, read and write. How does Donna feel when he listens to different kinds of music or hears different instruments? Practice reading this to yourself, or you can listen while I read. Music in my life. I like lots of different kinds of music. When I hear the guitar, I feel happy, especially when I'm playing it. I like listening to traditional music too. When I listen to traditional music, I close my eyes and dream. But I prefer rock music. When I hear rock, I want to dance. The only kind of music I'm not very keen on is jazz. I always fall asleep when I listen to jazz. And the only instrument that I don't like is the violin. Whoops, sorry, Maddie. So you can skip this activity below, but practice reading this. So we have different types of music. There's traditional music. This is like older music. There's rock. This is very loud music with lots of drums. And there's jazz. Jazz has piano and trumpet. So he feels different with different music. What music do you like? Practice reading each of these sections to yourself. Make sure you understand that when we use if, referring to something that could happen, we can use the present simple. So if you sleep, you are not tired. If you eat, you are not hungry. So here's some more examples of using if. Now for homework, do page 16 in your activity book, and I will show you that on the screen. So this is page 16. There's just 2 activities. In part 1, choose the correct sentences from here to complete the conversation. For example, excuse me. Could you tell me the to the bus station? This will say way. Could you tell me the way to the bus station? And then you'll choose the answer below. I think here the answer is B, turn right and go straight ahead. Try to complete this on your own. If you can't, we'll also do it in our class. In part 2, rewrite the sentences with pronouns instead of names. So here it says Rosanna and Donna don't want to miss the bus. We're going to change all of the italicized words to be pronouns. Remember, pronouns are like I, you, we, they, it. So here we change Rosanna and Donna to they. They don't want to miss, and we change the bus to it. They don't want to miss it. Number 2 says Maddie waits for Dave. So we're going to say Maddie's a girl, so we'll say she waits for him. Number 3, Dave and Maddie look at the map. Dave and Maddie are 2 people, so what do we say? They look at, and the map is one thing, so we say it. They look at it. Try to complete these on your own, Again, this is page 16 in your activity book, and we will also work on it in our live class. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you guys in the live class next week. Keep watching your English videos and studying from home. Bye, everyone.